Tristan, quick run this way. What a disaster. She recognizes us. Probably don't know.
Wait, sir. Sir, stay. Remain. Hear what I say. This is an outrage, sir. Come back. Look. Listen. Hello. Where are those servants? Hello. No one. It was no ghost. I know. I wasn't dreaming. Hello. Are you all asleep?
Your ladyship,
I like your coolness. When you see I'm blazing, hurry, you idiot. What else can I call you and find out who it was just left this room?
this room?
Move, man, and answer with your feet.
I'll go.
See who it was? What villainy?
Although I heard you call so late at night, I thought your ladyship, it wasn't you.
After the storm sent almost fire? So calm, so soon to bed, so late to rise, so slow. I find men roaming around my house at this hour, and almost in my chamber. Such effrontery. And when I'm in despair, this is the way my trusted servants speed up to my assistance. Although I heard you call so late at night, I thought, your ladyship, it wasn't you. Quite right, it isn't. I go back to bed.
My lady, never saw the like he flew.
Could you identify?
Identify
His clock. Gold, wasn't it?
as he ran down.
Old woman. All my servants are.
He threw his head towards the lamp and put it out, and then drew his sword and go away.
You coward?
What could I do?
Do. Close with him and kill him.
But if he was a gentleman, your honor could have been compromised.
Oh, gentlemen.
Don't any number here in Naples quote you and try to see you any way they may? Aren't there 1,000 nobles mad to marry you? I'm sure I'm right. You say he was well dressed, and Fabio saw the head he threw at the lamp.
No doubt it was one of my noble suitors who had bribed some of my servants. They're so loyal. But I'll know who it was. The hat had plumes and must be on the staircase. Go and fetch it.
You think I'll find it?
Well, of course, you fool. He can't have picked it up if he was running.
I will take a light.
If any of my servants have been to blame for this, I'll send them packing.
Quite right. It was wrong to cause you such concern. But though it may be foolish when you are angry to mention it, your ill-advised persistence in spurning all your suitors make them bold to think out way of forcing you to marry.
Do you know something?
I know nothing, madam, except that though, as everybody says, you are beautiful and yet refuse to marry. Count of Wefflers, a title many covet. I found the head, but nothing could be nastier.
Show me. What's this?
Don't know. That's what he threw.
This thing?
I have never seen a willer object. That's it.
You found this?
Why would I deceive you? Fine feathers. Must have been a thief. That's obvious.
I shall go mad.
This was the head he threw.
And all that plethora of plumes I saw is turned to this?
Well, when it hit the lamp, they must have caught alight and burned like tow. Remember, Icarus flew near the sun, his wings were burnt, and he fell in the sea. This has was Icarus, the lamp of sun. Its feathers flamed and it fell on the stair.
We are not amused. What happened here tonight? I mean to know.
But there I will be time.
What time?
Go back to bed, you can investigate tomorrow.
No, I shall not rest, I swear, until I know. Now summon all the women.
But what a way to spend the night, my lady.
How can I sleep? A man here in the house.
You would be wise to wait and learn the truth in secret.
Yes, Ottavio, very wise. Sleep on a secret? Very wise, I'm sure.
I have brought the ones who matter. All the others were very fast asleep and would not know, my lady. Only your own attendants were awake.
The waves are high tonight. The seas are stormy.
Should we withdraw?
Yes, leave us, both of you.
Cross cushioning? See, cross enough. With me?
Here, Dorothea. Yes, your ladyship. Tell me, which gentlemen frequent this street? The Marquis, and at times the Count, my lady. As you desire my favor, tell me truly. How could I lie? Whom have you seen them speak with? Although I'm born for it, I couldn't say I've seen them speak with any living soul except yourself. Not from this house, I mean. They have given you no notes? They have sent no pages? No, never. Leave me. What an inquisition! Wicked. Anarda! Yes, your ladyship. Who was the man who left this room? A man? I know your tricks. Who brought him here to see me? Which of you spoke with him? No one would risk it. Would any of us dare to bring a man to see you here? Would we betray you so? My lady, you don't understand. Come closer. I think unless you're trying to deceive me, he came to see not me, but one of you. Your ladyship. Your righteous indignation pursues me in all honesty to tell you the truth, despite my friendship for Marcella. She loves the man I know, and he loves her. Though who it is? Anartha. Why concede a major point and then conceal a minor? I don't like telling other people's secrets. The women often do. Do you need to put me in so much torture? Isn't it enough to know he came for you, not her? Rest easy. It's only talk and only started lately. What shamelessness! What price my reputation as an unmarried woman? By the life of my late Lord the Count, I swear. My lady, let me explain. It isn't some outsider. This man she talks to doesn't come to see her. You mean a servant? Yes. But who? Theodoro. My secretary? Yes, that's all I know. Stand back, Anarda. Please be prudent, madam. I'm calm now, since it wasn't me he came for. Marcella? Madam? Listen. Now I'm for it. Isn't this how you betray my trust, my honor? What have they said? You know what store I set by the loyalty I owe you. Loyalty? You? Have I offended? Is it not to offend me to admit a man's advances in my chamber? No matter where we are, he's such a silly. He trots out saucy phrases by the dozen. A bumper crop, thank heaven, by the dozen. Indoors or out, I mean to say his thoughts translate as pretty words. Translate? How curious. What does he say? I don't recall. You do. One day he'll say, your eyes have snarled my soul. The next, I live for them, my tender longings kept me awake all night. The next, he will beg a single hair to bind them in his thoughts. But why should such frivolities intrigue you? They please you well enough. They are not unpleasing, because I know his virtuous intentions. He means to marry me. True, marriage is love's proper aim. You wish me to arrange it? Nothing could make me happier. Oh, my lady, your anger proves so mild, your heart so noble, I can conceal from you that I adore him. He's quite the cleverest, wisest, tenderest youth in all the city. As my secretary, I know he's clever. That's another matter. You know the style he uses when you're writing to noble relatives? I know the way he whispers fond endearments rather close. Marcella, so I promise you shall marry when the time's ripe. I must be seen to act in due accordance with my noble rank, and cannot contents your courting there. My anger is known to all. I must sustain it, and you pursue your love with more desperation. When opportunity affords, I'll help you. Theodoro is sensible and has been raised here in my house, and you, Marcella, kingship apart, have meditated my favor. I kneel and kiss your feet. Leave me alone now. Well, angry, but it turned to my advantage. She knows your secrets? Yes, but knows they're harmless. I've often seen Theodoro's handsome face, often remarked his wit and manly beauty, and might admire his mind, his charm, his grace, for that consistence with my sense of duty. Love is the common lot of all on earth, but I more highly prize my honored name. I worship my nobility of birth, and must regard the very thought with shame. Envy, I know too well, must be my fate, endangered by a joy I cannot share. With reason, I resent my rank and state, but can vainly wish in fond despair that he were more, and I not far above him, or I were less, and so could freely love him.
I could not rest. I'm not a bit surprised. If she finds out, well, that's the end of you. I told you. Wait till she asleep. You would not. Love never binds broke resistance. You are all thrust and never on your guard, like all God's swordsmen. You had realized the danger, if you were one. You think she recognized me? Yes, and now she didn't know it was you, but she suspected. When Fabio chased me down the stairs, I marvel I didn't kill him. Wasn't I the wonder? Throwing my head and putting out the lamp? It dazzled him and stopped him where he stood. If he had gone on, I should have gone for him. As I ran down, I told the lamp, you say we are strangers, but said, you lie. I drew and threw my head. Am I dishonored? I cannot live. You lovers always say such things as that before you are hurt at all. Tristan, what can I do in so much danger? Forget Marcella. You know what the Countess is like. If she finds out, you will have no choice. You will have to go. Forget her. Just like that. I will give you a lesson on the curse of love. More of your nonsense. No, art conquers all. It's easy. Listen, this is how it's done. First, you must be determined to forget and not suppose you will ever love again. For if you have any hope of loving later, that hope will quit the pitch and wreck the cure. Why can't a man, had you think, forget a woman? He fools himself, thinking he will think again. He's got to be determined in his mind and not let his imagination wander. Haven't you seen a clock that's wanting winding? Its wheels are still, so are the faculties, the power of the soul when hope is wanting. But does memory then leap into action, awakening feeling into to lose its price? Yes, memory, as the poet put it, is the nearest and the dearest enemy of the mind. But there is a crafty way to circumvent it. Was that? Recall her voice, not her virtues. Wise men forget, remembering woman's defects. Don't picture her in elegant attire, trim waisted, raise aloft on high heeled slippers. That's all just architecture. Don't you know some wit once said that a half a woman's beauty was given her by whoever made her clothes. It's a penitent who's flogged himself and been dragged off for treatment. You must see her, not pettified by expensive petticoats. In short, think of her faults as love's true medicine. For if remembering some disgusting thing can put you off your food for weeks on end, recalling when she comes to mind, her defects will take your lover's appetite away. What clumsy-core and let quick come up with? What rough and ready remedy you offer? I can conceive of women as you see them. To me, they are pure as crystal, clear as glass. As glass, you say? It's true. They are frail and flimsy. Think of their faults, or else I will think it's your fault. Give up your case and put you out to grass. I loved once, handsome fellow that I am, a bundle of deceits, well over 50, and one of her innumerable faults was that she had a belly big enough to hold, as well as endless other trifles. As many sheets of paper as a desk, as many Greek as did the Trojan horse. You may have heard some village had a nut tree whose trunk was more than wide enough to hold a workman and his wife and children too. Well, her great paunch could hold a weaver's household. I wanted with good reasons to forget her, but memory prompted me to think of jasmines, white oranges blossom, and Modena lilies, of conjugalcy and pretty petticoats. But then, more sensibly, I thought to think of those things which I thought most remember her. basket of pumpkins, ancient trunks, and mailbox stuffed with old letters, mattresses, and bolsters. So love and hope were turned to disregard, and I forgot said pouch forevermore, which was so huge. You could have hid your pastel in its fold. Marcella has no defects I could think of. I won't forget her. Forge ahead, don't falter. She has no fault, just graces. Think of those things, but that won't win her ladyship good grace.
Theodora,
It's her.
attend.
Your servant, madam. If she found out, all three of us are done for.
A friend of mine, uncertain of her skill, has asked me to compose for her this love note. For friendship's sake, I felt I should, but knowing so little of love, I want you to improve it. Here, read it.
Madam, how could I compete with you have written? That would be presumptuous. Pray send it to your friend. I need not read it.
Read it.
Your doubts astonish me. I've never used lover's language. This must teach me how to.
Never ever?
I have so many faults. I'm far too diffident to dare to love.
Your diffidence explains. Then you're disguising.
Me? Where or when?
They tell me that the steward saw you disguised last night.
Sub rank. Perhaps Fabio and I. I fear I always fooling.
Read, read.
I think some of enemy has said this. Who envies me?
Jealous? Maybe. Read it.
I know. I will only wonder at your wit. To love because we see another love is merely envy. If we say we are jealous but not in love, love's theorists disapprove. Such jealousy is impossible, they tell us. My love, though, spring from jealousy distressed. Although I know I am handsomer, I see with envy that another seems more blessed in having won a love that's lost to me. I let, I dare not. Wait upon, I would, don't love, but feel a jealousy instance. No, since I would be loved, that love I should, yet neither yield nor offer a defense. Thus, what I mean I sow, but do not show. Let he who can say what I mean. I know
What do you think?
that if it fits the case, I have not seen better. Yet I can imagine how jealousy could ever engender love. Love always has fast its father.
I suspect the lady found the man in a question pleasing, but not desirable. But when she saw him pleasing courting another woman, she was roused by jealousy to love him. Could that be?
It could be, my lady. Yet such jealousy must still have had a source, and that was love. Cause produce effects and not vice versa.
I couldn't say, Theodora, but I think that's how it was with her. This lady told me she had merely been attracted by that man, but when she saw him loved, a desperate horde of hot desires beset the road to honor and stripped her soul of virtuous intentions.
Your note is fine if pressed. I dare not match it.
Go in and try.
I dare not.
Do, I beg you.
Your ladyship must mean to prove me wanting.
I'll wait here. Come back soon.
I shall, my lady.
Christian, attend.
I reappear to serve you, though shamed, I must admit, by my appearance. The security my master is bankrupt lately, and yet a gentleman is ill advised. His serving being his harbinger, his mirror, his foreign species too late, him cook too shabby, for when the master ride behind this man, some wit once said, the lake is like a ladder, the eye must climb up one to see the other. I reckon he can't help it.
Does he gamble?
I wish to God he did, for those who do are never short of cash, some way or other. In days gone by, kings used to learn a trade, so if they lost their kingdom or were exiled by war or shipwreck, they could earn their living. Like it wise to learn the gamble early. In time of need, that noble art provides an easy livelihood for a little labor. You will see a painter. straining every nerve, produce a perfect likeness, and some idiot tells him it's not worth twopence. But your gambler call out his bet, and when his play comes off, just rake the money in and hand over first.
He's not a gambler then.
He's far too cautious.
In love, no doubt.
In love, you must be joking. The man is an iceberg.
What? A man so handsome, so elegant, so clever, and so young must surely seek some harmless entertainment.
I would know. I deal in straw and barley, not billet dogs, nor bill and cooing either. He serve you here all day. I expect he's busy.
He's never out at night?
I don't go with him.
How did you get it?
I might reply as faithless wives reply when they have been battered by their jealous husbands, and people see the bruises on their face. I tumble down the stairs.
You fell?
So far, my ribs could count how many steps they were.
That was to be expected. If you threw your head and put the light out, though, Christian.
Giraffe, God help us now. She knows it all.
No comment?
I was trying to remember just how and when it happened. Now I do. Last night there was some black bats flying around the house. I threw my head at them. One flew towards the light and trying to hit it. By chance, I hit the lamp and then my feet both went from under me and I went flying.
Your explanation's very neat, I'm sure. But I remember reading that the blood of those same fly-by-nights, of bats I mean, is useful to remove unwanted hair since opportunity is fortune's forelock. I swear I'll have their blood, and so at once remove their opportunity and them.
Good God, Milady's is an scorching temper. She will have me battered by a bat burglary.
My mind's a whirl.
Your ladyship, the Marquis Ricardo has arrived.
Bring chairs at once.
With what the solicitude which love instills in every breast whose yearning for requital make light of any obstacles. Dinah, that self-same love sends me to see and serve you. I urge my suit, although my food ambitious may seem misplaced to some more hopeful rival whose arrogance is greater than his order. Your ladyship appears today so handsome that seeing you assures me you are well. For woman's surest health is her beauty, and when she is gracious, elegant, and gay, tears purest ignorance, a foolishness all must condemn to ask if she will be well. Aware then that you are, for so your beauty and brio must attest. I venture rather, strange though it seem, to ask you, how am I?
Your lordship, to equate what we call brio with beauty is an notion eloquent of your wise judgment and perceptive mind. As for your state of health, I daren't imagine. I know your lordship will enough to tell.
Yet one who knows my honorable intentions should condensed so far. And since you, King's Folk, approve my purpose, only your approval is needed, madam, to sustain my hope. If as I own the land, which my inheritance are lately mine. I rule from where the sun most fiercely burned to where it nestled in Aurora's arms. Had I the gold men worship in the west, fields from the south, the frozen tears of heaven, and the diamonds from the east, in quest of which the scores of seven seas, all should be yours. I had sailed from shores which scarcely see the sun, impressing with the prints of wooden feet, the salty plains of earth's remote oceans to reach at the last antipodean strengths, the utmost limit of man's sovereignty.
Marquis, your love is utterly persuasive and flattered by your nobly phrased professions. I shall consider them, though Federico may interpose.
I know the Count is devious, though my superior in nothing else. Yet have no doubt the justice of my claim will blind his sight and bring his scheme to shame. I have done your binding. If you are busy, madam, it will be wrong to trespass on your time.
Think nothing of it, though I do confess I have to write to Rome.
There's nothing worse than tedious visits when one's gets burning.
You're very shrewd.
In my desire to serve you, well, Celio, what do you think? I like to see your novel suit rewarded suitably.
You have written it?
I have written it, my lady, not confidentally, but as you commanded.
Show me.
Pray, read it, madam.
So shall I? To adore one whom we see another adore is envy. If we would not otherwise, for if we had no mind to adore before, we could not after though another's eye. But when love sees what admires among another's trophies, it provoked to speak, for what offends the heart leaps to the tongue, as color rises to the blushing cheek. I say no more for fear as an inferior, although to spurn the promise of such bliss may seem remiss. To offend one far superior, and all I know and seek to show is this. If I acknowledged what I hope is true, I seem to claim much more than is my due. How properly you put it.
Are you serious?
I wish to God I weren't.
Was that you say?
That's yours, Theodora. Is the better version.
I'm sorry. If I, if a servant know to know more than his master, he is well on the way to falling out of favor. For they say a certain king said to his favorite ones, I am troubled by a letter that I have written. Write me another, and I will choose between them. The courtier did, and his was much the better. But when he saw the king preferred his version, he told the elders of the three sons he had, we all must fly the country. I'm in danger. And when the lad, bewildered, asked the reason, replied, the king knows I know more than he does. And that's what may have happened here to me.
Not so. For though I say yours is the cleverer, the point is that it follows my intention, not that you need presume. When your pen pleases, I cease to trust the sharpness of my own, though as a woman I'm prone to error and not to vice, perhaps as may appear. You say here that you fear as an inferior is offend one far superior, yet in love that cannot be, and you must be mistaken. It seems to me inferiors can't offend by loving, only hating gives offense.
That's nature's logic. But the painters show Phaeton and Icarus hurtling from the heavens, one drove by golden horses, then struck down, the other borne aloft on wings of wax, soon melted by the fierceness of the sun.
The sun would not have done that if the sun had been a woman. If you serve a lady, serve on, be bold, for love is perseverance. Women aren't made of stone. I'll take this paper. I would be wise to study it more closely.
It's full of error.
None that I can see.
Your honor, my desire to serve, here's yours.
You keep it? No, destroy it.
Destroy it?
Yes. What matter that it's lost, if much more may be?
She's gone. Whoever could suppose a woman so noble, so shrewd, would own to loving so suddenly? But maybe I have mistaken. And yet she is never said, as I remember, what matter that it lost is much more maybe. More may be lost. She could mean by the woman of whom she spoke, but surely that's dissembling. That other woman must be she herself. But no, the Countess is too proud, too prudent, as such a love would cross her clear intention. In Naples, Princess Daly, come to court her whose slave I could not be. I'm in the great danger, knowing I love Marcella. She's pretending to lead me on, and yet such fear are groundless. Pretense could not produce such blissful blushing, such trembling when she said, more may be lost. What rose is petal opening like eyes, has ever smiled through crimson lips to see the tears of down, so radiantly as she, suffused with scarlet, turn her eyes on me. What pale skin apple ever burned so brightly? What I have seen and heard, I must suppose, unless I am mad. Too little to best speak, true passion, yet too much to be pretend. But wait, my thoughts. You fly too fast towards greatness, towards loveliness. You know too well, Diana, is fearless both in wisdom and beauty.
Teodoro, dare we talk here?
Such a meeting, make light of an obstacle, Marcella. Death would be welcome, love on your account.
I'd die 2,000 deaths to be with you. I waited like the lonely nightingale for day, and when I saw where in the east Apollo first appeared, Aurora wake him. I cried, I too must awaken my Apollo. Such news! The countess wouldn't go to bed until she set her mind at rest. Theodoro and envious of my happiness. My friends told her the truth. So much for servants' friendship. In short, she knows, of course, since she is Diana, the moon is always mending with us lovers. She peeped and saw our secret. But I'm certain that only good will come of it, Theodoro. I told her that I knew you meant to marry me, and whispered too how tenderly I love you. I praised your virtues, talent, style, and grace. And then she showed such kindly convention that she rejoiced at my regard for you. And when she learned how pure were your intentions, she promised me that we should soon be married. I had thought she would bring the house about our ears, dismiss us both, and punish all the rest. Instead, her high nobility of blood, her prudence and perfection of discriminant, acknowledged your true worth. Oh, those who serve so wise a Lord are blessed a thousandfold.
She promised we should marry.
Can you question she did show her noble birth?
I was mistaken. To think I thought perhaps the Countess loved me? How stupid to suppose she spoke of me. A hawk that soared so high could never stoop to such unworthy prey.
What's that you're muttering?
She spoke to me, but didn't say she knew that it was I who left her room last night.
How prudent of her! If she didn't know we had spoken, she would have been obliged to punish us, unless that's what she meant to do. For marriage is quite the kindest punishment for love.
It is, and love most honorable cure
One you desire?
with all my heart,
Confirm it.
with open arms, which are the trills and swirls that love's sharp quill describes. What better flourish when lovers signs and seal than an embrace?
How well you make amends! I'm very pleased. Those who reprove are always quite delighted to see such ample proof of your information. Pray don't be disconcerted or concerned.
I told Marcella, madam, the last night I left here in such anguish and distress, supposing that your ladyship might think my honorable intention we should wed dishonorable to you. I thought I have died. But when she reassured me that you had shown us such grace and favor as to be bless our union, I seized her in my arms. I shan't deceive you, invent some foolish story, because I know there is nothing more disarming to one as wise as you than truthfulness.
Theodoro, the disloyalty you have shown me is failing to respect my noble house should properly be punished, and the kindness with which I treated both of you last night can scarcely excuse such license. For when love descends to shamelessness, no privilege may be invoked to stay its punishment. Marcella, till you marry, will be better kept under the lock and key. I have no desire the other maids should see you two together. So fear they all might follow her example. So, Dorothea, madam,
Madam,
take this key and see you lock Marcella in my chamber. A few days needlework will be no hardship. You didn't think that I am being prudent? What's this, Marcella? This is tyranny, a cruel mistress and a cruel fate. She's locking me away on his account. Don't worry then. When jealousy is the jailer, love her. Love has a master key and laughs at locksmiths. So then, Teodoro, you have mind to marry?
no mind for anything unless you wish it. And you should understand that my offense is not so gross as others may have told you. You know that envy has a scorpion's tongue, and Ovid, if he had ever seen a servant, would hardly ever describe his dismal dwelling as if it lived in lonely walls or mountain. It lives in rings among a servant here.
It isn't true, then, that you love Marcella,
I could survive without her.
but they tell me you have lost your wits about her.
Wits like mine are not great loss, and yet you must believe me, your ladyship, that even though Marcella may merit such devotion, I have not shown it.
You mean you haven't murmured such endearments as might beguile a somewhat loftier lady?
Fine words goes little.
Tell me what you told her. How does a man, Teodoro, court a woman?
As one who loves and pleads for love's requital, wrapping one half truth in a thousand lie.
But with what words?
You praise me strongly, madam. Those eyes of yours, I said, those radiant globes beam forth the light by which my eyes perceive the pearls and coral of that mouth divine.
Divine?
Why, yes, your ladyship, such language is ever re-ardent lovers' ABC.
You have a little taste. Don't be surprised, Theodora, if I lose confidence in your discernment, for I, who observe Marcella rather close, know that her defeats far exceed her graces. Besides, I have often reason to reprove her because she is none too clean, and then you love her. I wouldn't want to interfere, although you would be surprised the things, but that's enough of your Marcella's virtues or her vices. I'm sure I wish your marriage well, Theodora. But since you know so much of love, advise me, as I hope you will be happy with Marcella. About what that friend of mine for many days now, she has known no rest for love of an inferior. The very thought of love offends her honor. But if she checks herself, she is quite distracted by jealousy. And he, all unaware of so much passion, though he shrewd, is timid.
What do I know of love, your ladyship? I swear, I don't know how I could advise you.
But don't you love Marcella as you say? What of those fond endearments? If the doors could only speak, did it say?
They could say nothing.
Ah, but you're blushing. What your tongue denies, your reddening cheeks confess.
Marcella's stupid if she has been saying. I took her hand, it's true. I didn't keep it thaw, but gave it back. Was she complaining of?
Well, but some hands are like the packs the priest sends round the mass. Before they give it back, the faithful kiss it.
Marcella is a fool. I owe a venture with seemingly deference to cool my lips with snow and lilies.
Ah, what with snow and lilies? I'll make a note that such poultry serves to cool a burning heart. Well, now, advise me.
The lady whom you speak of, is she longs for one of so far beneath her, but she fears to indulge her passion would besmirch her honor, might be some trick contrived to lie with him, without his recognizing who she was.
There'd always be the danger, he might guess. Would it be best to kill him?
They do so. Marcus Aurelius, when his wife Faustina desired to enjoy a handsome gladiator, killed him, gave her his blood, and cooled her ardor. But Roman remedies like those were fine of pagans, not for us Christians, surely.
True, Theodora. There's no such thing these days as Luciata or Torquatus or Virginius, and in their day, of course, they did their Frontinas and their Poppias and their Mezzalinias. Write me a memorandum on the matter. I'll leave you to it. Ah, don't you know? I've fallen. Why stand there staring? Here, give me your hand.
I fear to offer it out of respect.
How gracious and how gracious. Why wrap it up?
Ottavio, when you go to Mass, give his wrapped in his cloak like this.
His is a hand I don't desire of him. An ancient hand, a hand that should be shrouded like a corpse. To wrap yourself in skill, So one who has fallen is made to wait is like to waste time dressing to go help to a friend you have seen attacked, and come to his assistance when he's dead. In any case, how can it be more proper, whatever protocol prescribes, for honorable hens to hide their faces?
I'm conscious of your condition, madam.
When your faithful old retainer, maybe you'll give your hand wrapped in your cloak. But now you are my secretary, that's to say. Keep my false secret if you seek to rise.
Dare I believe this can be true? I dare. Dinah's fair, but she is a woman too. She shot my hand, and when she fell in there, fear robbed her cheek of all their rosy hue. She trembled, I could tell. Yet still I fear. What shall I do? Why seize this happy chance? Although the venture's outcomes so unclear, my fear must yield before my hopes advance. I'll wrong Marcella cruelly if I drop her. Too often women find men they thought true have played them false, and that's not right or proper. But they respond to whims and fancies too. And when it suits them, they play fast and loose. Sauce for the ganders, then sauce for the goose.